Hello friends, it is I. I'm still alive. I haven't passed out from exhaustion or anxiety yet, which I'm pleasantly surprised about. So I made it through the night. I eventually found my hostel after midnight. It was the worst evening ever of my life, but it's over. The little panicking extended a little bit to this morning when I realized that I didn't have my return bus ticket or my Aran Islands ferry ticket on me. Then I remembered that I left them. I went downstairs when I got to my hostel last night to charge my phone, and I left them open on the computer desk beside me to dry out because they were wet, because everything was wet. And I went down this morning and they weren't in my bag, and I realized that I'd left them out there all night and they weren't there. Like, oh my gosh. But I just printed them again and it was okay. I'm hoping that signaled the end of my spastic bad luck stuff for the weekend. The ferry shuttle bus is right up there. I have my ticket. The only thing I'm a little bit worried is that I have a very tight bus connection to make going back to Dublin City tonight. But we can do it. I hope we do it. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. Let's go to the island, the Aran Islands. Let's go to the Aran Islands. We're on the Aran Islands. Well, one of the islands. And I really should be walking around the island right now and exploring, but I'm at the Spar shop and I just bought my usual cheese. I always buy cheese when I'm out. And then I was just walking around and I noticed that they had peanut butter for €1 and I really wanted it. I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like dip my cheese in it? No. But then I was walking around more and I came across these little spoons. So now I have my peanut butter and a spoon. So I'm gonna have a little feast right now. So I heard some people speaking a different language and I'm like, is that Irish? It sounds like it could be Irish. And there are two people, I'm guessing like a dad and his son. And the dad was saying something and then the son replied, Cain fa, which means why in Irish. I'm like, yes, people do speak Irish. And I understood one word of it, and that was exciting. Can I get through here? It's very quiet here. I feel very disruptive rolling my silly rolly bag along. This is pretty. What do you think? Nice place to stop for some peanut butter? Okay, so I'm panicking a bit. I'm following this trail and I'm still on it, but I have no idea how long it's going to take to get back to the pier. And I've been lugging this duffel bag around and it's heavy and I had to just walk a whole bunch of uphill. And I'm just scared that I'm not going to get my ferry back, but I'm going to try. I wish I could film more, but I don't have time and I'm not in a good headspace. I see the ferry port. It's kind of far, but I see it and I'm not panicking anymore. That was the worst. I would not wish that feeling on anybody. And I don't think I'm ever going to travel solo again. And I'm not going to die here alone among all the cows that look at me funny. Okay, I'm going to get myself to the port now. I'm done. I'm done with the island. We're done. So I went through here. I went through a little blip about 45 minutes ago where it was awful. I was panicking because I didn't know if I was on the right path, and I was feeling the time pressure to get back in time to the ferry. And there's about 5 or 10 minutes where I also had to climb up a very steep incline, and I was already exhausted and panicking, and I'm lugging this duffel bag around, as you can probably hear. And I was thinking, man, this is not the Aran Islands experience that I was expecting. But now that that's over, the panic is over, I'm feeling a lot more calm now. Exhausted, but calm. Because I know I'm going to make my ferry. I'm thinking maybe I didn't come to the Aran Islands for the scenery. Actually, that's what I came for, but maybe the Aran Islands had something else in mind. I've already seen lots of pretty scenery. Ireland's full of it, and I've seen a ton of it. Maybe I came here to learn something. I'm really thinking right now about the luxury of not being rushed, the luxury of being able to savor whatever moment that you're in. And this weekend's been characterized pretty much by rushing and worry about not getting where I need to go on time and not being able to find where I'm supposed to be. And the consequences of not getting to where I'm supposed to be on time are pretty bad. I know now that when I get home, I'm going to very much enjoy just sitting on the couch with Adrian, maybe watching movies, and just not being lost on an island. Fun as that was. We talked one day in my positive psychology class last year that the meaning of life, whatever that may be, isn't like a sentence or a catchphrase or something you'd find in a fortune cookie. It's something that you do. It's not a set of words where you go, oh yes, of course. It's an application and a process, and I think I went through a process just now. This may not have been the most fun weekend so far, but in terms of life experience, it's definitely up there. Definitely.